So I've learned that in order to be successful in life, you have to have goals that you're working towards and the willingness to put in the work to complete those goals, even when it seems like it's not working out. Even when you fail or when you get knocked down, even when you're afraid, I've been shaken out by failure so many times and learned some really hard lessons on what it takes to accomplish goals. And whenever I get knocked down or shaken out about something, I'm reminded of what I learned from a 5-year-old about how to persevere and focus on what I want. And that 5-year-old was me. So when I was in preschool, I was just learning how to write my ABCs and how to spell my name. And I would sit with my mom to practice. And she would show me the letters and tell me to copy the letter that was on the page. And she would take her hand and place it right on top of my hand and guide my hand to redo the letters that weren't quite right or that weren't hard to read. And she never really said that it wasn't good. She just put her hand on top of my hand and she would work with me to redo the letter that was on the page that wasn't, that was looking all messed up. But it was different at school though. When my teacher saw the work, she would say something like, this is not good. It needs to be better. You have to work much harder on these. And when I think about it, what she said wasn't wrong, but she seemed somewhat disappointed in my work. And at first I really didn't pay attention to it, but she would say something about it every single day, something about my handwriting. And I, after a while, it really kind of started to get to me. I started to get upset when she would talk about my work. My breathing, I noticed, would get heavier and heavier, and I would, shake a little bit, and my jaws would clench up a little bit. And it got to the point where I got so mad that I decided that I had enough of her saying these things about my work. I said, I'm going to write something that's so good that she won't say that anymore about my work. So I took out a sheet of paper and I started to practice. I stared at every line of every letter and slowed everything down. I took my time to recreate what I saw on the page. And when I was done, I would hold them up side by side and compare. And after a while, I noticed these look almost the same. I must be getting better. So I would compare that to my old work. And I was surprised that, wow, if I just took the time and slowed things down and put forth some effort, just focus on it, then I can do it. So the next day, I had a take-home assignment to complete. So I did the work, I handed it in to the teacher. And she takes a look at the paper, takes a look at me, she takes another look at the paper, she looks back at me, kind of with that suspicious face like, Marshawn, did you write this? And at first I was like, oh man, she still doesn't think it's good. And I was like, and at that moment my heart sank. Yeah, I wrote it. And then I looked up at her and I noticed that she was smiling. She said, this is a complete turnaround overnight. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. And when she said that, the happiness came right back into me. She gave me a big hug. And I knew that in that moment, I knew that everything that I had worked for to get better with my writing had paid off. So that's a story, that's a lesson that I continue to hold on to today. Whenever I face a new situation or if I'm not making progress on something, this is a lesson about perseverance and having the attitude that you can improve if you just keep working on it. The mindset that disappointment and failure doesn't have to mean that it's the end and you should just give up. But if you take a look at what you're doing and make the decision for yourself that you're going to work to get better, then you can be successful at whatever you're trying to do. This might mean taking a different action altogether or staying with the same action until you see the results that you want. Either way, it starts with the belief that you can figure it out and not allow any obstacle to stop you. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then share it. If you want to get the first notification of when a video is posted, click this subscribe button. I'll continue to make videos about mindset and post all of the secrets that I know of, that I teach people for how to get yourself unstuck and unblocked so you can live the life that you want to live. If you're in business, if you're an athlete, if you're a musician, I'm talking to you. And if there's something that you want me to talk about, leave me a comment in the section below. I'm happy to make a video for you. My goal is to get you unstuck by using all of the mental strategies possible to break you free to experience the success that you deserve. I'll see you over there.